morning, Beau. Good morning. Well, it's Wednesday, 21 January 2026, 6:24 a.m. and the climate is 31 degrees Fahrenheit. But there's Beau. She's a golden retriever, age 7. She and I are out here on the banks of the muddy Columbia River, just starting our morning poop walk. That's the location of the old skunk. It's pretty much long gone now, lost to the ages. Now it's just a potty spot for the dogs that come out here mainly. Thus is the circle of life in nature. That was extended intro there, trying to get Beau in the frame, but she did not cooperate. The first poop of the day is in the bag. We're cutting the diagonal through Coyote Corner. We are a little bit behind schedule. I took an extended shower to try to thaw my toe tips. And then to make the matters worse, I stubbed my second smallest toe tip on my left foot on a sock, putting the sock on. And so there is quite a bit of discomfort on that one toe tip. We just got to keep moving, try to warm it up as best we can. Incidentally, they don't make Sherpa lined boots for men. I looked yesterday on the computer. Okay, Beau's going off the res. Yeah, I hope that term res was not triggering to any of the viewers. It's a shortening of the word reservation. It's where the U.S. government, in the olden times, 150 to 200 years ago, put the Native Americans onto encampments, stole their land, which brings me to the land acknowledgement. We are walking on stolen land from the Yakima tribe. Now, the Indians did get back at the government. Now they run a tax-free empire. They sell smokes and fireworks and things of that nature. They run casinos, all of which generally diverts tax money from our lawgivers. And one thing we've learned in these times is our lawgivers have an insatiable demand for tax money to provide essential services to themselves and their friends and families. And so the Native Americans are fighting against that, which Beau and I actually do support quite a bit, although we haven't been in an Indian casino in some years. Beau was actually, when she was just a puppy, slept in the Indian hotel casino several times. and she enjoyed it. Judging by the distance we've gone and the first appearance of lights indicating Rudy's presence out here in nature, I'm guessing that the ladies and Rudy are a little bit behind schedule also. It's interesting. And one day I picked to try to warm my toe tips in the shower. Didn't end up shooting us in the foot, so to speak. Hey Rudy, good morning. How's it going? How are you this morning? Whoops. I don't know why I was zoomed. Ruined that shot. Water break. Looks like Beau woke up on the wrong side of bed again. We're just clearing the wood section, headed to the plateau area. Yonder is the first location, or the location of Beau and Chase's first skunking when they were puppies. That I'll never forget, that location. It was an awful experience. Beau's waiting in the car. We're doing a quick turnaround, but Rudy gave us a ton of steaks. He's having difficulty eating all these steaks. Apparently, these are fillets. So I'm going to say this for my friend John from Spain visits. He can have fillet, steak, and eggs. The rest appear to be delicious New York strips, which is arguably the best steaks in my view. But April said, if you want them rancid, just leave them out for a few days and they'll get rancid. I am considering that, actually. Well, Beau just enjoyed a very short cat nap there. We're back at the coalface now. The time is 7:34 a.m. The outdoor climate is 30 degrees. The indoor climate is toasty. Bring it! The time now is 12:24. It's snack time for Beau. Bring it! Well, it's quitting time now. Pretty wasted day, actually, but we got it done. You want to come on down, Beau? There's no rabbits. Come on. Now the plan is to get the dog home and fed, and then my toe tips in my electric blanket foot pockets. That's literally the only plan we have. And then we do it all over again tomorrow. Watch your head, Beau. Load up. Load up. Load up. Nicely done, Beau. Good morning, Beau. Good morning. Well, it's Thursday morning, 22 January 2026. The time is 6:21 a.m. and the climate is 27 degrees Fahrenheit. We're out here with Beau this morning on the trail of Rudy. Now, to my knowledge, this is the coldest it's been this year for us in the morning. And I think it might be time for us to, here in the state of Washington, to petition our lawgivers to remove the motor fuels tax, which would make it a little warmer here in the mornings for us. As you know, there's a correlation between high taxes and warm, cold weather. And that's why we have the fourth highest motor fuels tax in the country. That's something that we're committed to and we're proud of. There are certain states in this country that trust the science, and they know that correlation. You can actually control the weather by making people poor. Oh, I thought she was pooping. No. Okay, we're off. The first poop of the day is in the bag.
Hi, Mercy. Hi, Mercy. Hi. How are you? How are you, Mercy? Hi, Mercy. Hello. Did you say hi to Mercy, Chase? Chase, let's go back. Come here. Chase, come on. Easy, Beau. Hi, guys. Good morning, Mercy.
You can see the lights coming through the trees. That's Rudy on his way back. We're going to cut through the diagonal to try to catch up with him, because we're going to make him turn around and repeat some of his walk so he can spend some time with Beau. The ladies there that walk Rudy are relentless. They're out here every morning at a time, given the daylight, that is a tad too early for my liking. Well, that's all going to change here as the days continue to grow longer. Hey, Rudy. Good morning. Okay, it looks like Rudy's going to lead the way. He was just down here just a minute ago. So he's already cleared out any potential hazards, which would be porcupines and rabbits and coyotes and deers and other things of that nature. All right, there's Beau there on the left. We stopped here for a quick water break. This is one of the standard water rocks. Okay, the water break is complete. Each dog drank about 3/4 pound of water apiece. It's funny, I was watching them obviously when I do this, and I did then. Rudy drinks double the rate that Beau does. Rudy's a really good, fast drinker. Don't do it, Beau. Come on. All right, we've made the turn. Now we're gonna head back. We're making fairly quick work out of this walk this morning. That's for sure. Yeah, they always take this trail, which I do not like because of the burr microclimate down here. Over here is a bunch of burrs, at least in the summer season, but they're still out here. Shoot. Well, we've just made it back through the wood section. Should be pretty clear sailing or walking from here on out. Hopefully Beau doesn't pick on Rudy again like she did earlier today. Rudy does have a good attitude. I would say Rudy has the best attitude of anybody out here this morning by far. Look at him. He's just a happy dog with a funny haircut. Well, we're back at the coal face. The time is 7:36. And the climate is 30 degrees Fahrenheit. And them trucks are still running. Sons of bitches. Oh, it's snack time for Beau. I didn't know she's inside. She was sitting there in her bed without my knowledge. That's where you're going to take her snack, Beau? Well, it's almost quitting time. I'm coming out here to check on Beau and retrieve some of the balls for her. Also, I need to do a poop check. So I gotta grab the poop shovel. I have a system out here. And this is where I keep the poop shovel. The time now is 10 minutes after 4 p.m. I'm hearing all this ruckus across the street. I'm gonna go check it out. Okay, this does explain a lot. It's Joy doing all the barking, it sounds like. Hey Joy, what's happening? What's happening? I'm trying to hit her in the head with this ball. Seriously? The world's most dangerous dog toy is that ball. Oh, I psyched her out, then I psyched myself out. Okay. Yeah, it's hard not to hit Joy in the head. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, seriously? Beau, seriously. She's just so excitable. Hey, get off, get off. Well, all is quiet here in the household. We're gonna get Beau up on the couch if I can. Yep. We're gonna sit here for a couple hours. Went to bed at 8:30 last night, and that was a game changer. It's just a lot better sleep. Actually, we sleep pretty good every night, but it was still a game changer. Beau wants her neck scratched. Yep. Good morning, Beau. Good morning. Well, we're back at the coal face. The time is 6:21 a.m. and the climate is 30 degrees Fahrenheit. And I think I almost ran over a rabbit on the drive there. There was some animal. I couldn't quite tell. The time now is 7:45 a.m. We're embarking on a quick work walk. Climate still being 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm wearing my last clean pair of thick wool socks. And actually, pretty much all my toe tips are toasty. However, I just left the office trailer, and so now we're out in nature, and that condition might change. The object here is to poop the dog. Okay, I'll give you a quick update. Most of my left toe tips are now getting cold. Oh, there seems to be a little bit of a light dusting of snow up on Rattlesnake Mountain. That's kind of a first for the year. It's interesting. Also, we don't think the trucks are running today, which is good. Less hazards to worry about. The gates are closed. That means trucks ain't running today. That's good. We like to come out here on Fridays as part of our short work day. So going forward, it's a good thing to know that the trucks won't be running. I mean, eventually they'll finish the landfill construction, I'm guessing, but seriously, you're not a cat. Yeah, we got to keep moving. Now the intense cold has shifted from my left foot to my right foot. And all toe tips in my right foot are now quite cold. She can't seem to make up her mind which side of the road she wants to be walking on. We got a car coming. All right, stand down. Dollars to donuts. Those sons of bitches will be coming back. I guess as they're lost. This being a dead-end street in modern times. In the olden times, it used to intersect with the highway out there, but still present as a throughway on some maps, digital maps. I think I think the first poop of the day. Holy cow, I would not even seen it if I didn't have natural curiosity. I'm gonna go check it out. That's the second poop of the day in the bag. I don't know why she's on that mound. Oh, snacking on something, my guess. Actually, hold up, Beau. Just like election fraud, there's no evidence of anything really edible. So my guess is she's just munching on grass. That's what my hope is. We just had another off-camera foraging event. I got to get Beau back to the workplace, feed her brunch. And she wasn't just chewing on a stick. She had rooted under one of these little bushes and was eating something. I'm just hoping it wasn't some kind of animal poop, which is gross. Yeah. There's an animal bone, bird bone maybe. And so, hey, seriously, my guess is, move it, come on. I shouldn't have brought her back. Okay, we can't diddle daddle, as they say out here, much longer. Although my toes are warming up, so yeah, you can see the foraging again. Looks like Beau's got a pretty good coat of mud under undercarriage and limbs. Hey, Beau, wrong side of the fence, come on. So I would say the walk is properly categorized as a success. Well, we're back home now. The time is 12:45. Let me get that collar, Beau. We need to do a quick power nap. But first we're snacking up Beau. As you can see. This is the point in time we work all week to get to. And we're gonna make the most of it. Well, come on up, Beau. Seriously. Yeah, we're so excited for this power nap, or at least I am. Well, the power nap's over. It's 40 minutes, which is standard time. A little short, but standard. That's the back end of Beau there. That's the front end of Beau there. Well, I'm back from my fitness journey. I'm 9% to my goal as of right now. It's actually quite warm. The sun came out, so there's something strange going on with the climate. I think it must be the hell. Should come around back. It's always like Fort Knox here at Joy's house. Yeah, I thought it implied go through the back, which is easier. Okay, we got it. Hey, Joy, how's it going? How is it going, actually? Whoa! I just arrived. My assumption is that she's protecting me from Joy. It's vicious. We're going to bring Beau back home now and settle her down. Well, by my math, that's always a big if. Beau was over there with Joy for an hour and a half, and 8 minutes of it, reportedly, they spent inside. That got too much for Jean, obviously. But my point, I guess, is Beau's going to sleep like a dog tonight, that's for sure. But before all that, she's going to get fed, and she's going to do some serious couch lounging. Indoor toy, Beau. You have one of those outside, seriously. Let me get your collar off. It's not really needed anymore. I'll allow it. That's our outdoor rabbit. That's an indoor rabbit that's outdoors for whatever reason. Well, because I allowed it, but Beau, let's go ahead and bring that inside. Anyways, it's gonna be a long ball, Beau. Ready? Well, I want to show you all the new varieties of Spam that's out there in modern times. We're going to go with the hickory smoke today. We're all out of rancid meat, and we're leaving town tomorrow. We don't want to defrost anything, so we're going to have Spam sandwiches or Spam and eggs, possibly Spam and rice. So I'm going to cut it here using my brisket scalloped knife to make easy cuts. That's the theory, at least. It's been in the freezer for 15 minutes to solidify it a little bit. To my knowledge, I don't think Beau's actually had Spam, so this is going to be a treat for her. Well, the Spam's crisping up real good. I prepared Beau's portion. I'm having a Spam and cheese sandwich. It's literally the easiest thing I can do with the Spam. And so Beau's enjoying a little bit of the cheese, quite a bit of the Spam, her standard kibble, and some medicine. Well, there's the aftermath. That's the sandwich. I got a couple slices left for Beau for tomorrow. Yeah, we're eating good in the household, huh, Beau? Well, the day is grown long on us. It's almost 6 p.m. I just finished a little video project I'm going to take up to northern Idaho tomorrow. We're not long for the evening, but I do want to get Beau on the couch and spend a little bit of quality time with her, if at all possible. Good morning, Beau. Good morning. It's Saturday morning, 24 January 2026. It's 6:11 a.m. and the climate is 18 degrees Fahrenheit. We're out here with Beau this morning, but judging from the parking lot, there's no Rudy out here yet. Edna's out here. We might find her, but we'll see. My toe tips and my fingertips are quite cold. The first poop of the day is in the bag. Well, I don't know why we're out here if there's no Rudy, but since we already got out of the bed, we're going to continue the walk. So, by my reckoning, this is the day 34 of the winter. It's based on the astrological season, but I'm declaring this as day 1 because it's uncomfortably cold. So it's going to take a little while for me and Beau to get used to this climate. I'll tell you one thing though, motor fuels tax did go up this year, and you can see the effects. We're feeling it right now. Our California government wants it to be 18 degrees out here at 6:20 in the morning. And some would think this is seasonal, but it's not. That's not what the science tells us anymore. This is classified as global warming extreme weather from motor fuels sales. Yeah, I'm only wearing the standard 4 layers, and I should have put a 5th layer on. Just poor planning. Also, I neglected to charge my headlamp. I do not want it to go out here in the wood section, which is typically going to be darker. Now, Beau is mystified. There's not even Edna out here, I guess. He's just walking along the riverfront on a nice semi-lit pathway, not out here in the boonies. Well, I temporarily lost feeling in my thumb tips when I was setting up the water break for Beau. I'm doing a little dogtography. I have to wear fingerless gloves for this dogtography. I'm starting to regain sensation in the thumb tips. Also, I shut the headlamp off to conserve lithium power, which is green. Beau's looking for Rudy. She's expecting to see him at some point. I think she's exhibiting a mixture of confusion and anger. That's my guess. Edna's been out here. She must have done the loop. She operates as the poop fairy for Beau and Rudy. And that poop bag is gone. It's funny, we kind of communicate through poop bags, me and Edna, sometimes. Don't do it, Beau. That's another supply of wool socks. Well, after that brisk walk, I think we're going to put Beau back to bed. Oh, here's the other blanket I've been looking for. Okay. Let's get you back up here, Beau, okay? Seriously? Oh, well, I'm back from my fitness journey of the day. We are now at 10% of the fitness goals for the year. That went pretty fast, that first 10%. We got to hit the road here in a couple hours, but 2 outstanding orders of business. Feeding Beau her brunch, and then getting her back upstairs for an enhanced power nap. Okay, now we're hustling upstairs to do our enhanced power nap. With Beau. Well, come on up. Thank you. Well, the power nap's over, Beau. We got to start loading out of here. It's awful cozy. But we got to get out of this bed. It's been a half an hour power nap. Just what the doctor, we're hardly enhanced, actually, but we're up. But we got to move fast here on this deal because I'm taking a bedroll on this quick road trip. I'm taking a rabbit, taking some blankets, taking some pillows, big pillow. It's 10:59. We're 1 minute ahead of schedule. I went back in to get an additional toy. That's a brand new mini lamb chop for Beau. So we got about 2-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive. We're about to leave. The time now is 12:51 p.m. We're entering Spokane, Washington. We got 1/8 of a tank of gas. We're gonna try to make the Idaho border. Beau is, what are you doing right there, Beau? I think she's right there on my shoulder like a parrot. This is highly dangerous, Beau. Anyway, I think we're gonna make it. We're trying to avoid having to pay the motor fuels tax. So it'll be interesting. This is not the time of the year where we want to be monkeying with the climate, so we're gonna do our part. Gotta be close. All right, now there's gonna be a lot of gas stations, I'm sure, coming up to capture the Eastern Washington motor fuels market. Yeah, I saved 16 bucks. That's the commitment we pay every time we fill up in the state of Washington. Okay. We have arrived. The time is 2:04. We made some stops, 4 minutes behind schedule. Let's get you unloaded.
Hey, just said your name when the doorbell rang.
So I'm at my old college buddy Dean's house here, and he's got his yellow lab passed away a couple years ago. You can review footage from 2004 if you want to see that dog. But they still have a giant basket of toys. So I didn't necessarily need to bring that indoor toy for Beau, but she does enjoy sleeping with the large rabbit. This yard is yours, Beau. This is all yours. of course, last time we were here, there's a lot of snow. Climate change is real.
Winter robins at my house.
But I'm afraid
Because my
that you're
tree
just
is about to throw those
totally
berries out.
jerking a chain, dude.
You get those rose hips.
Apparently that
too.
bird
I
there
had
is a
them last
winter
year. We had a
robin.
big like rose tree thing.
Yeah.
That was probably a
Well, the time now is 2:47. I'm going to walk Beau around the block on leash protocols because she wants to explore just a little bit, and we're going to get that done. Yellow snow. Hey, Beau, property rights, come on. That's going to be it for the controlled walking. She went up to a door that was open and visited with some kind of doodle. And it wasn't pretty. Small ball.
How's your dad's recovery?
Nicely done, Beau. Nicely done, Beau. Her mind wandered on her again. Yeah, I've been having to watch her like a hawk, more or less. This would be a perfect dog yard if it wasn't for that little section. Actually, it's kind of like Tom Lanzadle's yard. This might be a third poop of the day, potentially. I doubt it. She just had dinner, though. Some kind of potty break. Go. Well, now the time is 6:03 p.m. and the climate is 23 degrees Fahrenheit. The climate indoors, Dean's house seems to be in the mid 80s. So we're not coping that well. Obviously, Beau's kind of bred to endure a much colder indoor air temperature. And so she's constantly whining at the door and such. And so we're doing a quick leash walk. That's snow. It's Sunday morning coming down. 25 January 2026. It's 19 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, hey, Beau, seriously. fucking 7 a.m. This is the golden hour for dogtography, but this is not typically what we'd be out doing on a leash. Beau has some bathroom needs and we're taking care of it right now. That guy did something right in life. Look how he built that garage. I'm guessing it's for some kind of motor home, but it could be anything. Yeah, that house has also got the giant garage. And it's for sale. Beau. We need to move up here and work from home someday. You hear the rooster crowing. Beau, you hear that? A strange rooster, to be sure. We made it to Chase Boulevard or Chase Road or Chase Avenue. This is where she'll poop. I didn't want her to do it in a yard. We're going to do it more in public. This is interesting. You don't see that in Washington or Oregon or California. That's styrofoam. It's illegal in those states because of the nature, the environment. We're going to come back this way. We'll check on it and see whether it's degraded. It doesn't. It's supposed to degrade. Still no poop. This walk would not be possible without my Christmas pajamas. They're actually quite warm. I'm wearing 4 layers up top, of course, including a Sherpa-lined flannel, which is actually quite serviceable in these temperatures. But the concern was my toe tips and my lower body, but flannel PJs really does the job in any climate. Still waiting on Beau's bowels, unfortunately. I'll give you an update. We're back in the neighborhood here, and Beau decided to poop on a nice frozen lawn, not out there in the street, against my better judgment, but it almost froze upon exit. So it's quite easy to bag. Edna would have loved it. That is the first poop of the day in the bag. Whoa. Well, finally somebody else. Hey, Beau. See how happy she gets? Seriously? Yeah, Pedro just woke up. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's such a beautiful thing. Somebody else is here.
Hey, Beau, that's an indoor toy. I'm waiting for her to hump your leg. Seriously? Well, we're doing the final pee walk. The time is nearly 11 a.m. The sun is getting high in the sky, as you can see. Well, we're back home now. The time is a little bit after 2 p.m. I just transferred the bedroll back to the upstairs suite. You did really good, Beau. You did really good on that road trip. I'll show you guys this. We also made a stop for some rancid pulled pork of unknown cut, and then some rancid tri-tip quote steaks. I'm gonna wet marinate that, which I hardly ever do. And then I don't know what I'm doing with this rancid pork, but we'll do something. But first we got to organize a power nap, I think. Well, the power nap's over, but I cannot get my foot out of the bed. Want to help? Good morning, Beau. Good morning. Well, we're back at the coalface. The time is 7 a.m. and the climate is a relatively balmy 22 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to be a long day today, Beau. We just got to get through it as best we can and set ourselves up for a Friday power nap. It's going to be epic Friday, actually, Beau. Just so you know. There's a little spot there with coyote excrement that Beau pretty much likes to do her first bathroom break every morning when she comes out here before, if we don't do a walk. Where's she going? Well, come on. She thinks she's going for a walk. We got a few minutes before we're going to go ahead and do that. It's the first poop of the day in progress. That explains a little bit of why Beau is running around like that. There's a rabbit situation brewing. I don't think Beau's going to get him. He's way over there. Okay. Well, it's Monday, 26 January 2026. Time now is 7:37 a.m. and the climate is still 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're starting our standard work walk. Just gonna come out here into nature and stretch Beau's legs a little bit for her. Maybe even a second poop, but I doubt it. But we can always hope. Seriously? Do a little bit of grazing. We got a downed dog situation. Okay, she's up. There she goes. This is not good. She's pretty far out onto the Hanford site. I'm not gonna be able to get her back. Actually, I was gonna pull that wire up, but she come in too fast. She still has a scab on her back, her upper back between her dog shoulder blades from a couple weeks ago. The first time she's ever hit a barbed. Let's go. But we gotta keep moving. Seriously. All right, now we're in coyote country. We're gonna proceed with a little bit of extra caution. Should be late enough in the morning, but you never know. That little stinker, I just looked over the shoulder there and I seen her go through the fence again. Yeah, I like to take the time when I'm out here at Beau to plan the work day. So I've done that. And now, the one thing that's really weighing heavy on our minds is we have a 8 p.m. call this evening. I don't know how we're going to be able to pull that off. That's pretty much bedtime. So I'm guessing potential power nap situation. There's always a risk if that's too late in the afternoon. So we'll see. These are the things I think about when I'm walking the dog in the morning. That and the coyotes. Don't do it, Beau. Thank you. The morning walk here is winding down, but it's been good to, trucks aren't running today. In fact, the only thing running today is Beau, truth be told. It's quitting time. We're having difficulties loading Beau out of here. Come on, Beau, load up. Load up. Nice job. Well, the time now is 5:15 p.m. We're going to sit here on the couch for a few hours. Beau's ready. And then we have a late night Japan call that hopefully Beau will sleep through. That's the plan. We got about another hour to go before I have to get on this conference call. And Beau's starting to get a little stir crazy. Well, the call hasn't started yet, although it's supposed to have. A bunch of people in the lobby. I'm going to take the time to orient the bear. This is not the time for that, Beau. Seriously. All right. Yeah, just got to keep an eye on that screen. Yeah, I found this clearly an indoor rabbit outside. She has a kind of an outdoor rabbit that we've authorized for the outdoors, and she snuck this one. Same color, same rabbit. Hard to miss. I guess I should put some dog videos, no volume on for her. That'd be best. That's a typical morning shot there. I should narrate this while I'm waiting. Okay, it looks like we're just starting a morning walk. Got the light up collar there. Beau's about to do the first poop of the day, probably. Right now, she's kind of stopping to smell something. Not going down there in the skunk territory. Yep, nope, she is, obviously. I don't like doing these early morning dogtography videos because it's dark and it's not that good. Okay, right now she's inspecting the old skunk area. Just went potty. Okay, now she's looking at something. There was a sound up there on the highway, I believe, is causing that concern. Now she's looking around. These videos I do like to keep moving because there's the first poop of the day, bag toss. Jump up on a rock. Yep. I actually didn't get that jump apparently, but I like to get all of her jumps. She's looking for Rudy. It's always good to see Rudy in the morning. It looks like we're doing a diagonal. This is last week. So right now we're trying to hustle as fast as we can to catch up with Rudy so he doesn't do the same walk twice. Just checking to make sure I didn't screw something up there. Okay, we're still going across the diagonal there. You see the lights coming in from the trees. That's gonna be Rudy. Beau's wondering why she's getting this extra narration. Okay, here's a typical Rudy greeting. That's Beau. Excited to see Rudy. There's Rudy. Such a good dog. Beau is awful mean to him at times. But he takes it. He's a strong dog. There's another rock shot. Yep. Here we're making the turn. Rudy's gonna roll around there in the cold, icy grass. Beau's gonna look at things. Okay, I think the meeting's starting. I'd like to get one dog fight here. I hope I'm on mute. I'm sure I am.
別々送検のもとなんですけれども、ちょっとシステムが変わったんで、音声の確認とかこちら側でやってますんで、しばらくなんか騒いでるなと思っていただければと思います。すいません。
All right.
よろしくお願いします。青木さん、ちょっと MS さんと読んだちょっと計画の運転時間がちょっと短いってことがあって、ちょっと全部やってると終わりきらないというのがあって、でちょっとちょっと恣意的になっちゃうんですけど、北東氷結頻度がやはりちょっと優先度が高いかなというのがあって、ちょっとセラミックユートはちょっと省いてるのが北東氷結頻度にちょっと集中してやらせていただきました。
Well, now we're enjoying a 5-minute break. We got an hour and a half more to go. And Beau is not amused. Well, here's another video. Right here, I'm just waking up Beau. You can see how grumpy she usually is in the morning. She just gave me a wink there, though. Yeah, this is typical. Now it looks like we're going out for a walk. Oh. Typical poop toss. That's Simba right there. And shoot. It's Rudy.
試験結果を踏まえての集大成のちょっとものになります。おりまして、また200リットルドラム缶も定例量保材によって一般的に使用されるものですので、まずこの2つが出てくるということで使っていたします。やはりギロチンとかで生産するということも強いのではないかなと考えます。いずれにせよ、大きいものについてはシリカ繊維にプレコに入れることを考えていきたいと思っております。
Well, we're going to do the traditional pee walk right now. We can pull this off. They don't need me for another 20 minutes, probably. You're not taking that toy on the streets. Well, we're back. Beau, you're going to have to just hunker down. You want to go on the couch? Ah, that is lovely. That must be the default when you watch too much YouTube. Oh.